Hi, good morning all, and thank you so much for joining today's exclusive webinar on this exclusive topic. And mostly, a lot of customers have put requests to do this exclusive webinar on corporate fixed deposits, as they have seen on our website, and they wanted an exclusive session on corporate fixed deposit. So here today we are doing this exclusive session. My name is Ashish Astana, as you all know, and along with me we have our product specialist, Ms. Sharmila Kamli, along with us. So today we will be talking exclusively on corporate fixed deposit, what exactly it means, how to apply, what are the available plans, and how you can apply it. So these all details we'll be discussing today. So before I proceed further, I have a quick poll for all our investors. It will be on your screen now. Are you aware about the term called corporate fixed deposit? I'm not talking about bank fixed deposit, I'm talking about corporate fixed deposit. So it will be on your screen now. This poll will be on for next 15 seconds. You simply have to select yes or no and then submit. So Sharmila, let's see our viewers, how many of them are aware about, have they ever heard about corporate fixed deposit or no? So the poll is about to close, and surprisingly, here are the results, which is on your screen now. About 67% of customers are aware, but still about 33% customers are not aware about what is corporate fixed deposit. Now, next poll again I have for you all who are aware about corporate fixed deposit. Have you ever invested in it through HDFC Securities? Have you ever invested in the corporate fixed deposit? So it will be on your screen now. So again, this poll will also be on for next 15 seconds. And here are the results. So Sharmila, as expected, only 5% of the current investors who are watching us, or they have invested, but still they are aware, but still 95% of customers are unaware. So I guess this session was very much needed, as again it was from the customers' demand. So please, I will hand over to you. Please throw some light on what is this corporate fixed deposit all about, and what plans are currently available, and how our customers can invest in it.
Thank you, Ashish. And once again, thank you everybody for joining in today for this session. And it would be a great pleasure to, talk about corporate fixed deposits. Now, ideally, if you look at investments, then you would say fixed deposit. Generally, when you think of a fixed deposit, the person would want to go to the bank and get it done.
Right.
However, apart from the bank, now the bank ranges from the bank rates ranges from about say 7 to 8% or 7 to 7.5%. Here we have corporates, okay, with a AAA rated, like we have HDFC Limited, we have Mahindra, we have Shriram, we have PNB, we have LIC Housing Finance. Now, all these companies have come up with fixed deposits to customers. Now, when the company comes up with a fixed deposit, it's called as a corporate fixed deposit. Now, if you have to compare a bank FD and a corporate fixed deposit, then corporate fixed deposits give you a little higher rate. Okay, why? Is because they take the money from you, they invest into their business. Say, for example, Mahindra and Mahindra would invest into lending it for their transport for their customers, and HDFC would, invest in for their customers, giving out loans. They take interest from the customer and they pass it on to you. So that is why you will see corporate fixed deposits having a little higher rate. So a lot of customers, who are looking for a fixed income, they go in for these corporate fixed deposits. Now, like a bank deposit, corporate fixed deposits also have various tenures. Like they have a 1 year tenure, they have 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. Now, the only disadvantage in this tenure is that they do not have tenure for days, like how a bank fixed deposit has. Now, if you would go to a bank, they would also give you a fixed deposit for 30 days or 45 days, which a corporate fixed deposit doesn't have. But the idea of a corporate coming up with a fixed deposit is for a long-term investment and not for a short-term like the bank.
Right.
Okay, so that is why you will see the difference in the tenures. With it ranges from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years.
That's right.
Now, like a bank, also they give you various types of fixed deposits. Like they give you cumulative, they give you 1 year, 2 years, monthly. They monthly interest, they give you quarterly interest, they give you 6 months interest, and they give you an annual interest, and they also give you cumulative.
So that's quite flexible, I would say.
Correct. Now, depending on the customer need, now, say for example, a retired person, what he does it, or his plan is that I should be getting a monthly income.
Regular income.
So a regular monthly income.
True.
So corporate fixed deposit is a very good option. Looking at that, there is a monthly income fixed deposit, corporate fixed deposit, which he can apply for.
True.
So, then when he applies for a monthly income, he keeps getting interest every 1 month, which is like almost like a salary coming to him.
Right.
So, that helps people a lot. Now, there are a lot of people, who say that, okay, I don't need the money. I have kept it for my daughter's education 5 years down the line,
right,
or, for some event. So then the cumulative option is a very good option.
Correct.
Or maybe if a customer says, oh, I just need the money just once in a year, I am okay with it. So then
right,
an annual interest
would be there.
is very much.
Correct.
So here the customer has a lot of options, by which he can invest into a corporate deposit depending on his need.
On his need. That's right. See, it depends upon the need and also the risk appetite. Right? Because if you are very specific about this expenditure, you want it after 3 years, after 5 years, that can be the case as you have explained, or the other one wherein the retired person wants a regular income. So there we do have alternative products also available. But the need, when it comes to the risk analysis, if they think, no, this is a conservative approach. So I guess that point of time, this corporate fixed deposit is the best suited product, because it is as good as bank fixed deposit, but gives you better return than the bank fixed deposit.
Better returns, and it gives you the options of investment as per your need.
True.
Then for senior citizens, they also have a benefit that the corporate fixed deposits give you a 0.25% higher interest rate,
right,
than your normal stuff. So that helps a lot of retired people looking out for monthly investments, looking out for a little higher investment. And now let me tell you, all the corporate deposits which HDFC Securities has, they're all AAA rated. Ashish, can you go back?
Yeah, sure. I will show them the screen from where they can navigate to on our website, the corporate fixed deposit.
Correct.
So you have to log into our website, hdfcsec.com, and let me just share my screen. All right. So I'm sure now our audience are able to see my screen. I will just turn off the cam so that you can have a better view. So I've just switched off the cam. All right. So here you are on our website. You have to go to products.
Correct.
And then you have to go to fixed income.
Fixed income, which is a FD,
right,
which is a fixed deposit. Now, when you scroll down, now these are the available corporate fixed deposits that we have. See, here we have given you the rating also. If you look at it, almost all of them are AAA rated. So whatever we offer to the customer, is rated by CRISIL as a AAA, and AAA is considered to be quite a stable investment, in the market, or any investment which is a AAA is, has a good return, has a good name, and the customers can go in for a AAA rated investment.
Right, and they are quite, they have definitely fulfilled their obligation, these companies. That is why they have got AAA rated. So, and as Sharmila just mentioned, we at HDFC Securities, we ensure our customers' interest first. This is that we have kept all mostly AAA rated only.
Exactly. Now, in the market, you will see a lot of other companies also coming up with much higher interest rates. But since, they do not have a very good credit rating, they do not have, the safety is a question mark. So HDFC Securities do not source such corporate fixed deposits. So the ones that we source are, some like, just to name a few, we have HDFC Limited, we have Mahindra and Mahindra, we have Shriram Transport, where they have never defaulted on their payments to their customers. They have never defaulted at any given point of time.
Right.
We also have LIC Housing Finance Limited. If the customer, is looking at, say a different kind of a sector where they would want to invest in a corporate fixed deposits.
And all these names, Sharmila, I can see these are very well aware, well-known brands that are there.
Correct. Now, even if you look at the tenure part of it and you look at the interest rate, they are a little better than the bank deposits.
That's
so
right.
They ensure that the customer, is well paid with various options where the customer can choose.
Right. So Shriram Transport, I can see right now is in the 5-year tenure is offering the highest return of 9.25. And if I apply in the name of the senior citizen, I will get additional 0.25. So that means 9.5, irrespective of repo rates going down further impact on this. At this point, I have an opportunity to lock my hard-earned money with a fixed income product like corporate fixed deposit at 9.5.
Correct. Now, if you come down a little further down, if you scroll, we also have the FAQs here.
Okay.
Okay, then something wrong?
Yes. So all these details are, and you can simply click on read more if you want to know.
You
right?
will also have the tips for choosing a corporate fixed deposit. Now, there was a told there were 33% people who were not aware of a corporate fixed deposit. So we have given you some tips to choose how to, pick up a corporate FDs. Now, credit rating is something which you need to look at. Then you need to look at the company background. What is the company into? You need to look at their financials. You need to look at how the company has progressed in the entire 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So that, a stable company will always give you stable returns. So that is what you, need to check. You also need to check the payment history. Okay, of a particular company. Has the company ever defaulted? Has it been a negative news? Have they ever told the customer that, okay, we cannot give you some 3 months payment, or have they not given the money back and they said, no, now we'll keep renewing your fixed deposits. So all these things matter when you choose which corporate fixed deposit that you may want to invest in.
Right. Great. So to summarize, corporate fixed deposit is available for our customers. They can invest through HDFC Securities. So Sharmila, a lot of questions we are receiving from many customers. How can they apply for corporate fixed deposit? Can that be done online, or what is the process for it?
Okay. Now, at this particular point of time, online, where a customer logs into his trading account and puts in his password. Now, at this particular point of time, this is not available. We are working on it. We will come with it very soon. So customers will be able to log into their trading account, put in their password, the required data essential requirement, and place an order online on it. Now, at this particular point of time, the customers will have to wait for some time to do that. However, what we have done is we have made life very easier for the customer and for the relationship manager. Now, in case if you want to invest in, say, Mahindra fixed deposit, for example, you just need to pick up your phone, call up your RM and say, please place the order for me. Okay. And the RM will do that. We are going to start that in the next 2 or 3 days. So you don't have to, go come here, walk into the branch, fill up a form, do your KYCs and, a lot of things. You just need to pick up the phone, call up your relationship manager. Okay, he will read what are the interest rates while placing the order. He will confirm the details with you. He will let you know that you just have to send him a photocopy of the PAN card on your email and address proof, and that's done. So everything rest will be taken by care by HDFC Securities. So anytime you would want to place an order, just call up your relationship manager. People who do not have a relationship manager may call up call and trade center and place the order.
Right. Thanks. So let's move toward the next question. So viewers, we are open for Q&A now. Okay. So any questions, in case if you have a question mark icon on your screen, you click on it. From there, you can ask questions and it will directly come to us. So let's see what questions we are receiving. Okay, so Mr. Deepak Jain is asking, is Demat account required for a corporate FD or for NCD?
Okay, now NCD and a corporate fixed deposit, they're two different types of, very different. So for an NCD, Demat is compulsory, but for a corporate fixed deposit at this particular point of time, no. You will be getting a certificate through your email, through your registered email, or it will be couriered to you. So it's a hard copy basically. So corporate fixed deposits are not available in the Demat.
Right. So Mr. Nishant Garodia is asking, is it available for a 10-year tenure?
At this particular point of time, no. The ones that we have do not offer a 10-year tenure.
Right. A good question coming up by Sharon. Are there any charges for investing in corporate fixed deposit?
HDFC Securities does not charge anything.
So there are absolutely no charges.
No charges.
You can simply log in to your account and you can check and call up your RMD and just place the order and lock your money for a higher interest with no additional charges. So next question we are getting is what is the KYC requirement, Shamila?
Okay, now KYC is know your customer. Okay, so what we will need is that you will need to share your photocopy of your PAN card and your address proof, your one photo, and a cancel check if required, if you may want to send it. So that is a KYC. But the mandatory things are your PAN card, a photocopy of your PAN card, and your address proof. Your address proof has to match the address that you're putting on the form, or one that is registered with HDFC Securities.
Right. So next question we are getting from Mr. Anish Rizwan is asking, do we have an option to apply online? So as we have discussed just few minutes back, that at present online application process is not available. You have to call up your relationship manager and place the order. But we are working on that, and very soon we will have this online itself. Right. So the next question we are getting from Mr. Vivek Srivastav is asking, is there any minimum or a maximum amount for a corporate fixed deposit?
Minimum, yes. Most of them would ask for at least a minimum of 10,000. Some of the corporates may ask for a 25,000 deposit, but maximum, no. There is no maximum limit for it. You may want to put in any amount that you wished.
Right. So next, again, an interesting question we are getting from Mr. Atul Gupte. He is asking whether 15G 50H has to be submitted personally or HDFC Securities will help us.
For Mahindra and Mahindra, we will help you do that. For HDFC Limited and the other fixed deposits, if you can share it with us, nothing like it. But yes, we will also help you. But however, you can also directly send it to the company.
To the company itself that you are submitting this form. Just mention your application and the transaction number which you will receive after order placement, so that they can identify your fixed deposit transaction number. So considering the time constraint, we will be taking the last question for the day. Okay, it's a good question by Mr. Bogi. He's asking, can we close or do a partial withdrawal before the tenure? So premature withdrawal, I guess he's talking about.
Yes, you can go ahead and do it. What you need to do is, in case if you need to do a partial or a premature withdrawal, you will have to call up the company. You will have to give them a written application that since because of this reason you want to go in for a partial withdrawal or a premature withdrawal, depending on the tenure that your money has been with that particular corporate fixed deposit, they will charge you for the same -1% or -2% depending on the company. So that is how you will get your money back in case of an emergency.
Right, and many questions we are receiving that we have missed up this session. Can we see the recording again? And is there any is there any specific charges to this? So let me just tell you that there are no charges for applying corporate fixed deposit, and the safety part also a lot of customers have suddenly have asked. So safety part, as we have already mentioned, these companies have been rated by credit rating agencies like CRISIL and ICRA, and at present we are keeping all the AAA rated companies. So when it is a AAA rated company, it is the highest safety parameter and the lowest risk that you can check. Even you can Google it, you will get to know about the credit ratings, right? And as far as the recordings are concerned, definitely you can view this recording after a couple of hours from now. So it is 11:20 right now. By 12:15, you can click on the same registration link again, which you have received on your email, join webinar. And if you're watching from a computer or a laptop, no worries, simply enter the details and you will be able to see the recording. In case if you're doing it from a mobile phone, when you get a prompt after clicking on the link, whether to join from a web browser like a Chrome or Safari or go to app, select web browser, because go to app is exclusively for watching live webinars so that you can post the questions and raise the hand, right? And the others have to apply when you have to see the recording. You have to click on the web browser and then you can check the recording. However, after a couple of days, this video will also be available on our YouTube channel, right? Because this is an exclusive first webinar we have done on corporate fixed deposit, the most highly demanded webinar. Any feedback you have or questions you have, you can still raise it to us and we will definitely come back to you. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Sharmila, for giving such an insightful knowledge to our viewers. It was really an quite interesting session, and I wish you all have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish, and thank you everybody for joining in today and spending some time with us. I hope it was really fruitful for everybody. You must have got a fair knowledge about corporate fixed deposits, and you would really want to take a look at it. Since you have some fair knowledge, you may call up your relationship manager to have some more information about any corporate fixed deposit that you may want to know about or you may want to invest in.
Right. Mr. Nishant have just asked that this is a very good concept of webinar. Very good. I really liked it. This was my first webinar. I will attend all such in future. Sure, sir. On our website, there is an icon of webinar. You click on webinar and then you will get to know the list of webinars which we are going to conduct for the entire week. So if it's a working Saturday, every Saturday evening, the next week calendar is updated. If Saturday is off, then on Friday evening, it has been updated. Alternatively, you can log into our YouTube channel, go to the playlist of webinar, and there you can see we have done interesting topics. On interesting topics, we have done webinar which can help you to wealth creation as well as your upgrading your financial knowledge. Thank you so much once again, and I wish you all have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you, and everybody have a wonderful day ahead.